onye ọkwa iko nata aga m agbaghara gị ma ọ bụrụ n'ịlọta ọnọdụ fọdụrụ gị. This is a big track by Reverend Father Ukwe. Those days, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Oko Emmanuel Onyeka Okulora. Wherever you're watching from, I wrote a couple of hours ago that I plan to broadcast, but the energy in me is not going to sustain 1 hour broadcast. But there is need to come here and stay for at least 20 or 30 minutes. Consistency, perseverance, it's key. Once again, I'm Oko Emmanuel Onyeka Okulora. What do you think about Imo State, the Supreme Court judgment in Imo State, which made the person that finished fourth in the election, who is Hope Uzodinma, the executive governor of Imo State, even when the rightful winner, Emeka Ihedioha of PDP, went to appeal to the Apex Court, Supreme Court, to review their judgment, they say it lacked merit, which means Imo State for the next 4 years is going to be under the leadership of Hope Uzodinma, who had finished fourth in the Imo Goba election. Please call me on phone. I don't have strength to go on a marathon analysis or explanation. I want you to call me. Tell me what you think. Call me on phone direct. If you want to call me on phone direct, this is my land phone. Call me on 081-3327-2354. 081-3327-2354. If you want to call me on WhatsApp, in case you are in diaspora, you don't have enough credit to call me on WhatsApp with your data. Call me on 090-1734-2796. Call me on WhatsApp 090. Let me put the number 090. The WhatsApp number 090-1734-2796. 090-1734-2796. For the last time, 090-1734-2796. People are being killed in Nigeria daily. I think 2 days ago it was in Kaduna. They killed about 51 people in Kaduna. And today it was in Benue. People who went to do their farming in Benue. If you know Nigeria very well, I think Benue is number 1 in terms of yam, planting yam cultivation and things. Benue is the food basket of Nigeria. They contribute at least 30% of the whole agricultural product or produce in Nigeria. So people went to farm today, and Fulani men butchered them to death. This is in Benue. And tomorrow in Nigeria, go to Vanguard, go to Sun, go to Sahara Reporters. There must be a disaster. Next tomorrow in Nigeria, somebody must be killed. On Friday, on Saturday, Fulani men will kill. On Monday, Fulani men will kill. Boko Haram will kill. People will continue to die. On a day that Fulani men and Boko Haram decide to take a break, SARS, Special Anti-Robbery Squad, are going to kill somebody. This is the state of Nigeria. And news making headline today was that, I don't know if it's real, I'm yet to verify. They said that POTUS 45, President of the United States of America, who is Donald J. Trump, said he's going to pay maybe $7 billion. I'm not sure of the figure. They say US is going to pay $7 billion to anybody who is going to give information on how American intelligence is going to get Abubakar Shakal. One thing you know is that America is anti-terrorism. America is world police. What America tried to do is to eliminate all the big terrorists in the world, from Al-Qaeda to Hezbollah to Boko Haram to Fulani men, or in fact Al-Shabaab. If you know Al-Shabaab very well, soon they will come to Nigeria. Al-Shabaab is destroying Kenya. Al-Shabaab shot Somalia down. You know, the people we are running away from in Nigeria is their Fulani men and Boko Haram. And another report says that US President Donald J. Trump offered his salary to American Health Ministry to help combat the excesses of coronavirus. People are dying right now at Ebony State. Big bro, check your WhatsApp. I have forwarded it to you. Somebody said he sent. I've been in Oka for the past 2 days. I'm going to go through all the messages on my WhatsApp. People are dying every day in Nigeria. You don't need to send a message to me on WhatsApp. Call me and tell the story. You have the story. I do not have. Call me on 090-1734-2796. Once again, 090-1734-2796. Tell me what you feel about the killing in Ebonyi, the killings going on in Kaduna, in Benue. This is not about being Yoruba, being Arewa Hausa, or being Biafra Igbo. This is about us as a people. Nigerian politicians are wicked. President of United States donated the salary to health ministry to help combat, to be proactive against the excesses of the virus called Boko Haram, called the coronavirus, which originated from the province of Hubei in China, in the city of Wuhan. There's a city called Wuhan in China, in province of Hubei. Nigerian politicians are rich. Tell me one politician in Nigeria who is not rich. Every Nigerian politician is rich. Please share this video. Click on share. Look at my light. Low current. I have an aux fan. The air conditioner is not working, even with stabilizer. Look at the stabilizer and air conditioner. They are not working. If I put the aux fan, you are not going to hear me. This is why I continue to sweat each time I broadcast. Life in Nigeria is very difficult. We are Biafrans and we always stand by the truth. The truth is, whether you are Duduwa, whether you are Guinea, whether you are Mali, whether you are Niger Republic, people are dying. Kill tribalism. Kill the fact that you are Christian, you are Muslim. We are all human beings. People are dying in Nigeria. Tell me one Nigerian politician who is not rich. People are suffering, no job. People are dying, no future, nothing. Buhari is taking salary. Senate president is taking salary. House of Rep president is taking salary. Everybody is taking salary. I ask a question. Tell me one Nigerian politician who is not very wealthy. Tell me a minister in Nigeria, a commissioner, a local government chairman, a governor in Nigeria who is not wealthy. All these guys have stack of money. They have bags of money. They have millions of pounds, euro, dollars in foreign bank accounts. They have businesses. They have hotels. They built, they bought with people's names. They have businesses. They have chunk of money. They don't care whether you survive or not. Look at what happened in Imo State. You know, Igbo people are mighty. Igbo, in fact, in my next life, if I'm going to be a black man, I'm going to be Igbo, honestly. Igbo people are amazing. Emeka Ihedioha, the former governor of Imo State, spent a lot of years in House of Rep. I don't know what he did. I have never felt the fact that Emeka Ihedioha was in fact deputy speaker in House of Representatives, federal, not state. Emeka Ihedioha was governor of Imo State for at least 5 or 6 months. I am not sure, but he was there for up to 5 or 6 months. I am not sure any single thing Emeka Ihedioha did. I'm not sure. But the fact that injustice was meted against Emeka Ihedioha, there was injustice, not perceived injustice. It's a clear case of injustice. It's a clear case of tyranny. This is a clear case of murder in judiciary. It happened in Imo State before my very eyes. Igbo people led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of this noble struggle, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu stood firm. He told Hope, you are going to suffer. That the seat of Guba, Douglas House in Imo State, is not going to be favorable to you. It's going to be hard for you. Nnamdi Kanu is not pro any Nigerian politician. Nnamdi Kanu is not into Nigerian politics. But that's an issue before John, man. As a human being, you see where something terrible happened, and you fail to condemn it. One day, you'll be caught up. 7 months, somebody said, Ihedioha was governor for 7 months. Look at the love. In fact, some of our people are willing. They are ready to die for Ihedioha to become the governor of Imo State again. Some of our people are willing to die. People are protesting in America, in England, anywhere. People are protesting in Imo State. Our fathers are crying, our mothers are crying, calling on Jesus Christ of Nazareth to break the yoke, to break the hearts of the judges of Supreme Court of Nigeria, the highest court in Nigeria, the apex court, a place that should be the hope of a common man. In fact, it became misery. It became disaster for common men. People are crying for Emeka Ihedioha. But the question is, had Emeka Ihedioha been returned to office, had he been Supreme Court say, okay, after the revision, we made a mistake, Emeka Ihedioha is going to go back as governor of Imo State. What is Emeka Ihedioha going to do to say thank you to our people for all the sacrifices? What is he going to do? Is Emeka Ihedioha going to refuse his salaries? Is Emeka Ihedioha going to go beyond borders? Is he going to bite his finger? Is he going to cut his vein to say thank you to these people? Or is Emeka Ihedioha going to continue to be a regular Nigerian politician? Emeka Ihedioha, like I said before, was in House of Rep in Abuja for years as deputy speaker. I don't know. Nobody knows. I never felt it. He might be good to his village people. I can't call you. I don't know why, bro. Call me on WhatsApp 090-1734-2796. My WhatsApp is working. I don't know. My WhatsApp is on. Let me see if there is issue with my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp is on 090-1734. Somebody sent me a message of a dead body. I think the thing they say happened in Ebony State. I'm going to look at it after. Let me get my white singlet and use as towel. You see what we pass through in Nigeria? So this is going to be my towel because the light is low, and to do a broadcast, I have to off my generator. I'm not going to on my big fan. The noise is going to be too much. This is a video coming from Ebony State. I don't know if you can see. This is a massacre. Ebony State by Fulani herdsmen. You see? They say it happened in Ebony State. A lot of people send me this video. It's graphic. The video is graphic. People are crying. People died. Some of us don't know what it means to lose somebody in this state. Look at people. Some people were butchered in Ebony State, and a lot of people have been calling me to go through that video and talk about it. It's not a new thing. Tomorrow in Nigeria, somebody will be killed. My WhatsApp is on 090-1734-2796. That video came from Ebony State. People are going to be killed in Nigeria tomorrow. People are going to be killed on Saturday. People are going to be killed on Sunday. And Buhari, the president of Nigeria, in fact, the worst president anywhere in the world. You go to Asia, go to North and South of America, go to Europe, the worst president. I said something someday, and I'm going to repeat what I said. Brother, there is no more hope in Imo State again. Imo's God's own state is gone. This brother is saying that Imo is God's own state, but it's gone. Under Rocha Sokorocha, I went to Imo State. I couldn't believe my eyes. Imo, it's safe to compare Owerri and Aba. Owerri is the capital city of Imo State. But if you see the state of Owerri, you marvel, you question why black people are still in existence. In fact, Nigeria is the only place where these things will happen. That is why a brother called on Saturday to make a case. The brother was saying that our problem is from Abuja, but our core problems, our major problems are Southeast governors. And I'm not going to change my view on my stance. Our problem is Southeast governors. I was watching Oyo State House of Assembly. In fact, most of the lawmakers in Oyo State House of Assembly, I think yesterday or on Monday, most of them came with Amotokun outfit. Amotokun is a security outfit formed by western part of the country. I also have their own now called, what is it? Shege Kafasa, something like that. I don't know how to say. But what that means is zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. No nonsense. That's the meaning of Shege Kafasa. Please, I have the video. Can you confirm where the video came from? Somebody sent me the video. They say it happened in Ebony State. I need somebody who have verified information concerning the video to call me and tell our people what happened, when it happened, where it happened, and why it happened. Remove the zero in front of the number you want to call and add +234. Yes, Mazi Peter Okwi said something. If you are calling me outside of Nigeria, if you want to call me direct, you have to remove zero and add +234. Even if you want to add me on WhatsApp and you are outside of Nigeria, you need to remove zero and add +234 because you are not in the same location with me. There is need to remove zero and then add +234, 80 or 81 or 91 or 90. I need somebody who has authenticity. somebody who have authentic information regarding that video, to call me on 09017342796, because our people want to know. There are too many dead bodies here. This is Nigeria. Look at dead bodies. The only crime is that they are Nigerians. That is the only crime. Can you hear tears? You see? You see? Some people criticize me. They say I do my broadcast in a harsh tone, that I should tone my voice down. How would you expect me to tone my voice down where these things are happening? These are mothers, these are youths, these are kids. The only crime they committed is that they are Nigerians. They are Nigerians. Fulani herdsmen. In fact, what Hope Uzodimma told them that whatever every Imo citizen or Imolite gets, they are going to get in Imo State. I saw that speech and I marvel. Hope Uzodimma, the governor, the supreme governor of Imo State, he told the emir of Owerri, he told the Fulani herdsmen, in fact, he told Boko Haram that every benefit, constitutionally right, any benefit, anything you get as Imo citizen, he can guarantee those things to Awusa Fulani in Imo State. I don't know where we got from here. Some people they criticize my presentation. I say this is not Channels TV. This is not TV Continental. This is not NTA News at 9 p.m. I'm not doing a presentation. If you want to see me do a presentation, come to radio station tomorrow morning. You see me talk in smoothness. In fact, my voice will make you laugh and smile. But I'm trying to register my displeasure. Nigeria is hell. I expect all the men of God in Nigeria, TB Joshua, all these daddy GOs, to be praying for an end to Nigeria. The only way to end killing in Nigeria. Some of us don't know how brave I am. I don't care what happens. The only way to save Nigeria is to divide Nigeria. It's not just Biafra. We need Oduduwa. Yoruba people should go. We need Arewa. Awusa Fulani should go their way. Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, all of them should go to north. Igbo people should come back to east. All this town region, River State, Bayelsa, all of them, Delta, Cross River, all of them should come down together. All this town region, west should go. Oyo, Ogun, Lagos State, all of them, Kwara, all of them, they should go. I don't want to go from here. People are dying every day. Tomorrow morning, people are going to be killed in Nigeria. If there is no killing this night, if Boko Haram or Fulani herdsmen, around 4 p.m. I saw a news that army checkpoint or something in the north, Boko Haram attacked them around 4 p.m. And this morning, there was massacre. You can imagine. What is their crime? Nothing. They don't have lights. They don't have road. They don't have decent hospital. They don't have decent schools. They have nothing. They are not complaining. Still, these people are dying. The problem of Biafrans are Biafran politicians. I will not change my position. Whatever opinion you have is yours. But I'm telling you, look at, this is the first time I'm having light in 3 days. And the light is half current. What I have is fluorescent. That is why you're able to see my face. There is air conditioner. There is stabilizer. I'm sweating. Where you live in Malaysia, where you live in Thailand, where you live in America, do you know what half current is? Nigeria is a disaster. This evening I was coming to Enugu from Oka where I was in the past 2 days. EFCC now actually people. EFCC are in Enugu. They are collecting 1 million naira, 500,000, 200,000 naira. They are checking people's phones. I remember that the Inspector General of Police said that nobody have the right to access your phone. You know, Nigeria, one thing is making laws and another thing is following the laws up. Enforcement of law. There is no enforcement of law in Nigeria. Angry over a man, greetings Okulora. No need to weep over spilled milk. The Supreme Court verdict on Imo State has confirmed the rape on Nigeria judicial system. Even before now, it's obvious. It's crystal clear. Nnamdi Kanu spent years in Nigerian dungeon, the dungeon of secret police, the DSS, the SSS, against valid court orders. You know, remember on social media, women will post a picture of a handsome man and then post picture of a pot-belly man and say that they saw the handsome man and decided to stick with the pot-belly man. They are trying to balance the thing, the fact that nobody should cheat and all those nonsense. As a woman, you're not even ashamed of yourself. Where you are typing that crap from, there's no light. Nothing. Look at the lights. Up and down, up and down. Why wouldn't I be angry? For those who want me to come and balance and be talking like Christina Mampo, Becky Anderson, Rosemary Church, Richard Quest. What I go through daily in Nigeria, where they work in CNN, they don't see those things. EFCC in Enugu, people who are on the run. There is chaos and confusion in Enugu presently. Men of SAS and EFCC are in town. They are not there to work. They are there to extort money. They are taking millions of naira in Enugu presently. But nobody's going to tell you these stories except me. Everybody's scared. Nobody wants to mention EFCC. Nobody wants to mention SAS. Nobody wants to tell you that the Enugu state governor is a disaster. Nobody wants to call the name of Justice Tanko. Nobody wants to say the fact that Buhari came from hellfire. Not just Buhari. Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi Willie Obiano, Dave Umahi. Okezie Ikpeazu came from the pit of hell. How many of us are going to be brave enough to say these facts? These are reality. These are not wishful thinking. These are not fairy tale. These are not lies. These are reality. I get Umma Nigeria. Call me on 090-1734-2796 on WhatsApp. The number is pinned up. 090-1734. And of course, 2796. 1734-2796. I want to know what is happening in Ebonyi State. There are videos of massacre in Ebonyi State yesterday or this morning. I was in Oka. I went on a 2-day vacation because it's very critical. I need to get my sanity back. So I was in Oka, and 11 p.m. on Monday, there was a report that Lobby Stars of Makurdi, a football club in Benue State, their bus caught fire. And luckily for the players, all of them ran away before the outbreak, the fire outbreak, around 10 p.m. They are already in Benue State, heading to Makurdi where their camp is. When Lobby Stars came to Enugu to play against Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa, I recorded their bus. Their bus is like those buses, if you know Anambra State very well. There's this bus that convert tomato and onions and all this pepper from Orifite to Ochanja. Those buses in Anambra State are better than the bus that convert Lobby Stars of Makurdi to Enugu for a continental game. You know, I spoke to some of the officials. I say, you are Lobby Stars of Makurdi. You are 2017 champions of Nigeria. You are just like Real Madrid, Manchester United. This boss is too poor. Let me see if I can get this call. I have somebody here. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening to you.
Good evening. I get you, sir.
Well done. Go ahead. Our people are listening. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. I'm calling you from the United Arab Emirates.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I want to say is about the video that you received from Ebonyi. A friend of mine sent it to me, and he said it happened today, this morning, today. And I asked him, why are these people in the bus? He said that they attacked him, that bus was offered by someone just to take them to hospital, but many of them are dead already. And I asked a question, did our people attack back? They said that it was only IPOB members who came out and who stopped them. But before they could come, many people have gone down already.
Jesus Christ.
So, but when they see the IPOB boys, like the IPOB boys try to challenge them and they run away. So that is one thing. And again, the one you talk about the police, Nigerian police, all those criminals, saying that no one has right to take people's phone. My brother, as far as I'm concerned, I will tell you the main truth. I served the Nigerian army for complete 8 years. Me. But they don't know me. This is social media. I don't need to sell my like my identity fully because of security wise. Although I'm not in Nigeria anyway. Okay. Where I am now, I'm working with UAE Army as well here. I would have called you video call, but I don't want to see my face. Because it's okay, fine. You have my phone number. You have my phone number. You can call me as well if you want. I work here as a special trainer in UAE military. But that one aside, with my experience that I have in Nigeria, any order that they give in Nigerian military or in Nigerian army, the only place they showcase that order is only in Southeast.
You see?
It doesn't work in the South. It doesn't work in the North. It doesn't work in the Middle Belt. That's why when you come to the East, you see many checkpoints. Not that we have criminals, no. But they just want to bring us down by all means, any way they can. If I tell you the reason why I left Nigerian army, maybe you cry. But I thank God that I'm alive today. I thank God I'm alive today. And many of my members as well. Many of them have pulled out. Some of them have died. Maybe there's a picture you see last week on Facebook. I posted it on Facebook last week. That is one of my members. We're going to train in the same time. They killed him last week.
Jesus.
Igbo guy. Ah. They killed him last week. So, and I have spoken to many of them. My brother, you don't need to die because Nigeria called the zoo are not what to die for. The people, they tell you that they are Boko Harams. There's nothing like Boko Harams. Boko Harams is just a business they are doing just to make money. You understand? So that's a part. So the taking of phone, you said that they ask no one has right to take your phone. If you try it in the East, they will kill you and no one will do anything.
Yes.
No, nobody will do anything. So my advice to our people is to be wise and to try as much as they can to run away from their trouble. But if eventually they cannot run away from the trouble, I advise them to kill the person and save their own life. Because as Nigeria is now, if you kill anyone to save your life, my brother, you do not kill anybody.
Yes.
You only defend yourself.
Yes.
Because that is the only thing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have another caller and it's interfering. Hello, good evening to you. Go ahead, our people are listening to you. Go ahead. Hello? I cannot hear. The caller is another call. There's another call. Calls up. My phone is hanging. I don't know what is going on. The caller said he served in Nigerian military, that all the orders given in the military exercise. No, I am on live video. You shouldn't call me. So, I said that I'm not going to last for an hour today, but as there is need for shout, echo, or to try to awaken the consciousness of our people. Things are rough. People were killed in Ebonyi State today. The video is an eyesore. The video is very poor. You go to Yoruba land today, you see Operation Amotokun. Operation Amotokun is in Yoruba land. It's an indigenous defense group. Let me try to take this call. Hello? Hello? Odogu? Continue, brother.
Please, the only advice I would give to our people, please, as Nigeria is now, police are killing us, army are killing us, Navy, SARS, everyone are killing us. Many of them, if I would tell you some of their hearts,
brother, round up in 1 minute. Round up in 1 minute.
What they do now?
1 minute, because I'll go to hospital now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. what I understand now is everyone that have uniform, they always go to the east to do like to keep people and to make money. But let our people use their brain as is now, because Biafra will come.
Yeah,
I believe Biafra will come.
Thank you very much.
No matter what they do, and you, may God bless you.
Bless you too. Bless you too.
And be careful as well, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Be careful as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I understand these things. Let me take this call from Finland. Good evening to you. Odogu. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
We find out some information. Because
yes, this morning, when Fulani herdsmen attack, they killed a lot of people in Ebony State this morning. Our people can confirm that.
Okay, because because as of this evening, okay, finish or with some messages, somebody forward or some kind of videos. So people were massacred. The boss or something. A lot of people. Now I put out if the image I make argument. So no, I don't believe that this thing na eastern part of Nigeria can this thing because I'm more to this extent. So I can confirm which means
it happened in our land and is evil. Where is Operation Ogbunigwe? Eastern governors. I told you, I will continue to tell you, our problem is Eastern governors. Our biggest problem. Federal government did not stop Ametokun.
Yeah.
Federal government did not stop Operation Shege Kafasa. Where is Operation Ogbunigwe?
Man, the thing is getting out of hand, and still yet the same youth are now supporting these people. Look at yesterday, as of yesterday.
People are supporting Hope Uzodimma. They aren't they?
Say now judgment now. Hope. Abba say the thing now judgment.
The network.
People were happy. Like I was like, why are people? Can you people that this happy now about this man? Even if you know that, this is new child. This is you to the problem, self. Not even all these old men. All the youth was the problem now, self. I don't even talk about these people. All youth.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anywhere in the world, even in developed countries, you talk about revolution. Those who lead the revolution are youth. You go to Hong Kong. The boy Joshua Wong started educational revolution in Hong Kong, I think in 2014, at the age of 16. The revolution in Hong Kong still, the fact that Hong Kong want to pull away from China, the extradition bill from China to Hong Kong to extradite political criminals or people China perceived as enemies of the state, to extradite them to China. The bill is being kicked against by youth of Hong Kong. Go to Venezuela and see what is happening. People are waging revolution against Nicolas Maduro. Youth of Nigeria campaign. Let's take this call from England. Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello? Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, my brother. I am just watching you live here and Hamida Matapayami. Is it not time for us to stand and defend ourselves once and for all? If we are to die, let's die once and for all, my brother. Why are we letting all this happening? Why are we letting all this happen? I was crying. I've been crying since yesterday. Why is our people, mostly our youths, are crazy, supporting Hope, a criminal coming down to Imo State from nowhere? Why are we not trying to defend ourselves? All I was my brother.
No,
now, Keta, na Ebonyi State, Keta. Are they going to wake up again? Are they lit up again? Can I chill or go? I lawyer once, or one war, and come one in the Fulani. One thing about life now is that. Yeah, broke 1966. Yeah, 2020 we are. They cannot even. I believe none of them will remain. And what on you got for me, my brother? And what on you got for me? We are all over the world. I believe get that. Only the one full of me as well. Only the one Buhari had. We gathered this. I got that Asarok now. Make a decision now. Asarok, that place I walk.
Definitely.
Even all these local governments. These local governments and who are there? How many are there? I'm not there now. I was once a military soldier. I was once a soldier in Nigeria. I know. I got that now. The whole barracks in Imo State now. We bomb everywhere. Why in the UK the thing is so painful. Why not all of us wake up? Because all the whole Detino and the whole Imo State go and back to the whole Prince of Dema's house and the whole local government and Imo State. Let them see that we are serious. We shouldn't have to be dying one by one. Yes, on your man today, or say, Basaria, or on your help is when it concerns you. On your one, you cannot wake up.
I'm telling you.
This is so crazy.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you for your call. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, like I said, I've not seen that video. It might be in Cameroon, it might be in Guinea, it might be in Mali, but the bottom line is that wars happen in Nigeria. I can confirm to you that 2 days ago, 51 people were killed in Kaduna. And these 51 people killed in Kaduna are Christians. The video of what happened in Ebonyi State, like I said, I am an investigative journalist. A lot of people sent me that video, but I've not checked. So I cannot say whether it happened. If I'm sure where it happened, if I'm sure that it happened in Ebonyi State, I'm going to tell you whether it's in Abakaleke or in Ohozara or in Afibo. Because I'm in Enugu to Ebonyi is not far. I can take a bus of 2,000 naira to Ebonyi and get you verified information. I don't know, but whatever happened there is massacre and it's terror attack. Wherever it happened, whoever does that is a terror attack. And it can only be carried out by a terror group. And according to the video, it happened in the bush. I don't know whether it's in Nigeria or Cameroon. But the bottom line, like I said before, is that the wars happen in Nigeria. What do you think about Imo State? What is going on there? Hope Uzodinma is the governor of Imo State. Hope Uzodinma told Fulani herdsmen that they are officially citizens of Imo State. That every benefit in Imo State get to them. So if they're sharing 2,000 naira to citizens of Imo State, Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram in Imo State are also going to be getting 2,000 naira per month. This is the state of Nigeria today. Like I said, if you love Nigeria, pray for disintegration of Nigeria. That is the only way out. I don't know what we're going to do if not to divide Nigeria. They say President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, he said that his salary should be taken to Ministry of Health to help curtail the excesses of coronavirus. But the leaders in Nigeria are still taking salary. Nigeria is in anarchy. Nigeria is in a war state. Nigeria is a terror organization. Nigeria is a terror nation. There are 2 terror organizations in Nigeria. When you go to Middle East, some parts are Al-Qaeda, some parts are Hezbollah. You go to East Africa or Central Africa, it's Al-Shabaab. But in Nigeria, one country, there are 2 terror organizations in Nigeria. There is Fulani herdsmen. Go to terrorism index. There is Fulani herdsmen. There is Boko Haram in one country. A military man called and said that there is nothing like Boko Haram. Boko Haram is a business of political elite in the north. You know, all these big human rights organizations in the world, They realize billions of dollars. They share it to war-ravaged zones anywhere in the world. So a chunk of money, big money, millions of dollars are going to Northeast every year due to the state of terror there. They are being given money to build IDP, to send them to school and all that. Buhari, the terror president of Nigeria, Buhari, do you know what Buhari said? You know, Buhari said that repentant Boko Haram members will be sent abroad to go and study. Buhari wants to send Boko Haram members abroad to go and study. You know, and it's going to affect all of us in the sense that Germany, America, UK, they are going to take extreme measures in terms of study visa processing to ensure that no terrorist gets to their country. So you who struggle, your parents struggle to get some money for you to go to England to study, getting study visa is going to be very difficult because Nigerian government is packaging Boko Haram. In fact, people can accept famine. People can accept flood. They can accept fraud. People can accept everything. They can accept tornado, wildfire, earthquake. But nobody wants to accept or see terror. You know what terror can do? Terror can sink a country. Nigeria wants to send Boko Haram. Look at me. I was born in Nigeria and I've been a good citizen. I've cried over the state of this country. Nobody gave me scholarship. Nobody sent me abroad to go and study. Not the Enugu state government, not federal government, not Anambra where I was born. Am I not smart? Am I not very intelligent? If I'm your son, would you be proud to sell your land to send me to US to go and learn and be a media guru? Nigerian government will not help you. They will not do anything. But they want to send Boko Haram abroad to go and study. For how long? What are we going to do to finally win your hearts? Look at what we are fighting for. Hope Uzodimma, Emeka Ihedioha. Emeka Ihedioha spent years in House of Rep Abuja. Emeka Ihedioha for about 7 months was the governor of Imo State. I saw nothing. Upon that, our people came out in mass to cry, to call on federal government to turn their bogus, their nonsensical judgment, their senseless judgment. How can you put away a man duly elected by his people in Imo State and place an APC candidate who finished fourth to become the governor of Imo State? Even when some lawmakers, some congressmen and women in America told Nigeria to go and reverse the judgment, but due to the ulterior motive, the interior motive, the visible and invisible motives of northern oligarchy, the northern elite in Imo State, they went against the threat of American government to return, to sustain, to stand by that nonsensical judgment in Imo State. Who does that? Where do we go from here? Ndị Fulani hair smell, Boko Haram neji go akwa but with your money. You know, now the kind of black people, black people, they do not understand. Father, share this video, click on share. Nyeluma akaba sozi a na-eze ọ dịrị ize. Asị na mama broadcast for 1 week ka nweta onwe but I can't take it. Enwe video ebe egbu amasaka mmadụ. Some of us amara ife na-eme na Cameroon. Cameroon by our neighbors. In fact, at some point in the history of Nigeria, there's a land dispute between Nigeria and Cameroon in Biafra land because Calabar is Biafra land. Before 1970, before Biafra war, Calabar is Eastern Nigeria. Today we call them North Eastern region. But somebody like Yakubu Gowon told them that they are not southeast or east, that they are south-south. Cameroon is seeking to, the Cameroon is too, rightfully so. There's a side in Cameroon called Francophone and the other side called Anglophone. One part is speaking French and one part is speaking English. The part that speaks English wants to break away. Paul Biya has been killing the people of Cameroon for the past 4 years. Paul Biya has been the president of Cameroon for about 30 years. Some of us don't know. That new video was in Congo. Yeah, anywhere it comes from. Wherever the video is from, I don't know. I've not seen it. I have not seen the video before now. People were sending that video to my WhatsApp, but I didn't open it. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. Whether in Congo or in Cameroon or in Guinea or in Papua New Guinea. What's happened in Nigeria? 51 people 2 days ago were buried in Kaduna. 51 Christians were butchered in Kaduna. They were killed. Last 2 weeks in the same Kaduna, a church was burnt. People die every day in Nigeria. And media, thanks to social media, because if you look at all this print media, broadcast media, they don't talk about these things. All of them are government controlled. The only free media or medium, the only people with liberty in terms of media in Nigeria is social media. You go to Twitter, you go to Instagram, you go to Facebook. Forget Channels TV, TV Continental. All of them are bought. Nigeria is in critical state. EFC saw in Enugu picking people up, taking 1 million, 2 million. And these are our Fulani people. Before they leave Enugu, they might share 20 million naira. Economic and Financial Crime Commission. SARS are shooting people. Only red. And nobody wants to talk. It's okay for them, but you don't want to pay the price. Look at lobby stars. I'm from boss lobby stars in Enugu ne Bakwa. I saw David Tiakasi. I saw Sekilu Alimi. I saw a lot of them. Unzube Chukwu Anezemba. I saw Musa Najare. Musa Najare of Lobby Stars turned to a journalist. Their boss was burning. Musa Najare was recording and doing voiceover. A football player turned a journalist on Monday night. Lobby Stars of Makurdi went to Kwara State in the north to play a league engagement. They won. They went there with a disgusting boss. A boss that is not fit to ride from Independence Layout to Obiago. That's the boss that conveyed Lobby Stars of Makurdi to north. They were coming back to Benue. The boss got tired and got burnt. Luckily to all of us, they ran away before they break. They saw the sign and they pulled off. They ran away. Most of you don't know what it means to lose an entire football team. In 1994, Iwanya National of Owerri, one of the biggest things ever to happen to Nigeria or Igbo land, a football club called Iwanya National. In 1994, they had a game in Tunisia, a Champions League semi-final game, African Champions League. In 1994, Iwanya National chartered a plane. You know how well you be before you charter a plane. In 1994, Iwanya National chartered a plane. They went to Tunisia, they lost the game. Then, Christian Chukwu was the chairman of Iwanya National. They had a crash, though the plane didn't burn. But I think 4 players from the team of Iwanya National died. 4 players died of the entire team and crew of Iwanya National. They died in 1994. In 1993, the entire team of Zambian national team died. All of them died in a plane crash. They were preparing for 1994 African Cup of Nations, which happened in Tunisia. Entire team of Zambia died. In 2017, a team called Chapecoense in Santa Catarina, Brazil. A football club in Brazil, Chapecoense. The entire team died. I think 3 survived. Alan Luchel and Foreman, who is a goalkeeper. One was amputated. One had a brain surgery. You don't know how it feels to lose a football team. On Monday, danger was averted due to the wickedness of Nigerian government, due to political wickedness in Nigeria. Watch Nick ride on because the zoo called Nigeria must collapse. One if a player say final by the I met players of FC final back. They came to somewhere in Enugu to buy half bag of pure water. Players of FC final back cannot afford a bag of pure water. So what they did was to buy half bag. Have you seen players of Castina United, Kwara United? Everything in Nigeria is upside down. Ask yourself, when you were growing up in Nigeria, all the products in Nigeria then, 20 years ago, 18 years ago, 30 years ago, compare the quality then and now. Do you know the quality of Indomie 10 years ago in Nigeria? What about Milo? What about Peak Milk? Why is it that quality of everything is dropping in Nigeria? What about Coca-Cola? These are the first who drank Coke 10 years ago. Compare the quality of Coke 10 years ago and now. What about Bonvita? What about Tomato, Team Tomato? What about Matches? What about Gala? Can you compare quality of Gala 5 years ago and now? I remember about 5-10 years ago, if you open Gala, you see a chunk of meat inside. Open Gala today, there is nothing inside. What about Iruka bread? What about Ofoma bread? What about Oxford bread? What about Goodwill? What is working in Nigeria today? Why are you promoting Nigeria? If you are promoting Nigeria, you are more imbecilic than Hope Uzodinma. You are more imbecilic than Justice Tanko. You are more stupid than the authorities of Nigeria. Where do you go from here? People are concerned about my safety, but even if I'm safe, even if I'm living in heaven, maybe I'm going to die. So I rather make use of my days. Nigeria is a critical state. Nigeria is in a dying state. People are dying every day. I've continued to tell people that Nigeria is irredeemable. Call Oyedepo, Adeboye, TB Joshua, Father Mbaka. The prayer should be, let Nigeria end. Continuation of Nigeria, continuous existence of Nigeria means death. That every day Boko Haram are going to kill people. Fulani men are going to kill people. This is why Yoruba formed Amotekun. I've said it many times. Yoruba formed indigenous security outfit. Federal government said it's not going to happen. Hausa people say that it's never going to happen. Yoruba people say that if you don't want Amotekun, we're going to pull away from Nigeria. Hausa people run away. They formed Operation Shege Kafasa. Shege Kafasa. Some of us are on social media, still don't know anything. Because you spend your time on Instagram following Bob Risky, you follow Tonto Dike, you follow Speed Darlington, whereas you're unemployed and you don't care. I don't know. So, Governor of Enugu State, that imbecilic man, that man who can eat anything, he assembled other ones, all these idiots in Biafra land, in Igbo land. They went for a meeting about 2 weeks ago in Enugu. They said they want to form Operation Ogbunigwe. I can tell you that Operation Ogbunigwe is imaginary. It's not existent. Operation Ogbunigwe is not in existence. What is to come is too much. What is to come might consume even me. Might consume us. If you think that you are safe because you are in America, you are in wherever you are, you have family in Nigeria. You have loved ones in Nigeria. What are the governors doing to keep you safe? I was in Oka for 2 days. They said they are doing police games. They are doing police games in Oka. Nigeria is a disaster. Common police games. People say that my English is bogus, not too much. Some people you see. They are spending money in Okana police games. What for? Police are going to make games. How much is the salary of Nigerian policemen? How much is salary? Can salary of an ordinary policeman in Nigeria pay his rent, pay the fees of his children in school? Can the salary feed the kids? That is the main thing. There's a police station in Ogui Road, Enugu. After stadium, if you are going to Old Park, after stadium, you look by the right, there's a police station there. One day I went there, I parked, I peeped inside, I cried. But my concern is these policemen I'm crying for. They will leave the politicians that made their lives miserable and will be venturing their anger on innocent citizens. I say, man, I'm going to do a broadcast. I'm going to blast Nigerian government. I'm going to ask them why they left men of Nigerian police in perpetual poverty. But then, you come out of the road and see the police harassing innocent people. These people are not your problem, police. Oga police. Your problem is Willie Obiano. Your problem is Inspector General of Police. Your problem is Minister of Defense. Your problem is Buhari. Your problem are senators in Nigeria. Being from Cambodia, at this point, you would expect Nigerian politicians to say, okay, don't pay me my salary for 6 months. Every governor, every House of Rep member, every National Assembly member, every local government chairman, every presidential appointment, even the president. If these people can refuse their salary for 6 months, all of them are rich. Every politician in Nigeria is wealthy. They are still taking salaries. I was expecting these people to forfeit their salary for 6 months and see what they can do for the people of Nigeria with those monies. But they will never ever do it. They will never do it. And some people are looking at the way I present. If you want to know how powerful I am or how calm I can speak, you listen to me tomorrow morning, 106.9 FM, Godfrey Okoye University, Enugu. I'm going to talk sports tomorrow morning. I'm relaxed, doubles no chena slow ibonwe level. I'm not here to speak grammar, I'm here to call my people to wake them up from their slumber. I want on Africa for Yoruba to agree to have a motokun. They know what is to come. I will send have Shege Kafasa. Where is Operation Obunigwe? Where is Operation Obunigwe? Our problem is Buhari, yes. Our problem is ministers of Nigeria, yes. But our main problem, the core problems, are Southeast governors. Willie Obiano is your problem. Hope Uzodinma is your problem. Dave Oma is your problem. Okezie Ibazu is your problem. Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State is your problem. Marapuku Unugaba, Akwamtie Mbungaba Benaga. Nigeria is a country where you have light and you are sweating. I have light. I pay for light. I bought stabilizer. It cannot carry fan. It cannot carry AC. I have to buy fluorescent light so you can be able to see my face while I broadcast. I think somebody is calling me. Let me see if I can get this caller on board. The video circulating is not in Nigeria, but the main thing is that bigger things happen in Nigeria. Let me see if I can take this call. Somebody called me. Let me call back. The caller is on another call. Or let me try to call again. Call me on 090. Please, brother, who is ruling in Imo State? Oh, Uzodinma is the governor of Imo State. Oh, Uzodinma, I don't even care whether it's Ihedi or her. Whether it's Ihedi or her. I hope Uzodinma, I've said something. And I'm somebody that stands by my word. I never sympathize with any Nigerian politician. If you see some of us, the likes of Nnamdi Kanu, Uchemefo, talking in favor of Hope Uzodinma, it's not that they like him. Nobody like him. We are only condemning injustice. Because if myself, Okulora, if I don't condemn injustice, I might be consumed by injustice. Some of us know the former Chief Justice of Nigeria, who is Walter Onnoghen. The man from, I think he's from Cross River. Walter Onnoghen was the Chief Justice of Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu was in prison after valid court orders to be free. Sambo Dasuki was in prison. El Zazaki was in prison under Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Onnoghen. Walter Onnoghen did not say anything. I'm not asking Walter Onnoghen to go and fight, but say something as the father of judiciary, as the father of justice. Walter Onnoghen said nothing. Right on, brother. Let who have here. Right. Walter Onnoghen did not say anything concerning the ineligible, the nonsensical detention of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra and 3 other confidants. One of them is Benjamin. I don't know them. I can't recall the name of other people. People who were arrested alongside Nnamdi Kanu. Walter Onnoghen says something because he wants to please the leadership in the north, the people who control Nigeria. Walter Onnoghen did not utter a word condemning the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. What about El Zazaki, Sambo Dasuki, Olisa Metu? The same Walter Onnoghen was caught by the hierarchy of Nigeria, the killers of Nigeria, the owners of Nigeria. Chief Justice of Nigeria was docked. Walter Onnoghen was disgraced by the authorities of Nigeria. And Tanko, I don't know where he came from. That guy is a disaster. I've listened to Tanko speak before. Chief Justice of Nigeria. That man speaks like a tout. On a normal day, in a same country, Justice Tanko, Mohammed Tanko should be working in a motor park. Buhari should be one of those people who sell pure water in motor park. I was at a motor park today in Enugu. All those people selling kai there. That is where you see people with Buhari's thinking capacity. Leadership is for people who are committed, people who are brainy, people who are willing to die in service. These are people who sit in offices of power. Not Walter Onnoghen, not Mohammed Tanko, not Muhammad Buhari, not Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi. I don't know where we go from here. My brother, God will always protect you. Yes, God will do it. Some people feel I walk about with security and all that. I don't have anything diabolic. I've not seen native doctor before. What is preserving me is the truth in me, the honesty. I've cried over the state of Nigeria for a very long time. Amama mi bego Nigeria aqua before. Ebego mo obodo aqua too much. There are millions of Nigerian youths unemployed. Why? The monies that should be used to build factories, offices, investment, where they work. Our politicians took all those monies abroad. All these monies are resting in foreign bank accounts. I don't know where we go from here. Hello? Good evening, brother.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, brother.
Thank you.
Good evening, brother.
Go ahead, oh. Our people are listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, my brother, my name is Ifani. I'm calling from Italy.
Thank you, one.
Yeah, my brother, it was Zoku. I'm like him.
Thank you.
It was Zoku. I made that man. No, it was Zoku. But as I told you,
Thank you.
and yeah, as an Zoku Bondo, it was Zoku. No, now he not the most good man. No, because our problem is our leaders in Nigeria, which is that Ebo Saga, Mokezi Bazo, this governor of Anambra with how is our problem in that country?
Yes.
Which is that I am our Mazi Nanda Carlo, Jehovah Many Ebero, go with divine my brother. No working other carry, now would it our freedom. If not, my brother,
I thought
our country is a zoo country. And our country is a zoo.
So much.
I'm a situation to Brazil.
Bless you.
Because I really appreciate.
God bless you all. Thank you very much.
My brother. May God bless you.
Bless you too.
Makandi Beriba no kwara Nigeria feeling know that maybe na ya na maybe na ha na-ekwu ana adị ha mma na ntị ndị na-asị that one Nigeria ka ha chọrọ ka ha mara that ha ji aka ha na-egbu onwe ha, and then they use their hand, they kill themselves.
Thank you very much.
Now them, because they don't stand up tomorrow, fight for their rights. I don't believe say as I'm Hajiri or any as the last week ago something on Facebook, one man or anybody other Nimo State, I don't forget the place Nimo State. Ebe Okaroni and Nana phone here, and I talk a book as in land. If I talk a very small boy. That the guy will as in okay, stand there, see that the came here today. Anything may happen now. I don't shut Mora, Nabatana has not conquer our land, and not conquer our sisters or our mothers. Because of the privilege, the hand will be say.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you for the call from Italy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Who is calling me here? Who is this? Hello? Hello? Hello, good evening. I have a caller. There are too many calls and they are interfering with each other. The truth is that our problem, and the problem is Eastern governors. Eastern governors are our problem. Youth of Nigeria are unemployed. Nobody's complaining. So why, Erika? Our problem comes from the governors. And in fact, the biggest chunk of our problem are youth of Nigeria. Youth of Nigeria are not responsible. They are not reasonable. I don't know where to go from here. You come out of school, you don't have job, you are comfortable. If Hope Uzodinma wants to campaign tomorrow, we are going to see 20,000 people. Where are they going to get these 20,000 people from? From Imo State University, from Nekede Poly, from Avani Ikoku, from Futo. Sometimes they go to high schools. They take from SS1 to SS3. They give them 1,000 naira. They are going to campaign because they are senseless. They are too hungry. I've continued to tell you that PDP gave me money, I rejected. APC gave me money, I rejected. Am I not hungry? Don't I have the word? Don't I have everything in this life? Or do I have? I don't have. But there is what we call conscience. There's what we call emotions. There's what we call posterity. PDP offered me 2 million. Don't you think I can do a lot with 2 million naira? With 2 million, I can do a whole lot of things. But I have conscience. I can't be eating 2 million where people are dying. You want to give me 2 million so I can shut up? When I see you okay somebody, I'll shut up. Somebody told me something. He said that in Nigeria, Mr. Okafor, you called me on Saturday from Austria. I'm going to tell you what Mr. Okafor told me. That is after this call. Caller from India. Good evening to you, Nigerian time. Thank you. One day, go ahead.
I'm from India, New Delhi.
Thank you.
Governors. I'm going to Budaya and Apple. I'm made up where women. Which is Nigeria like this, will be a working meeting. We follow more the break. Because I don't Nigeria. My brother, I'm going to get much over than you, Buddha, because I made the time of the also. In Nigeria, one governors and the enemy that will family attack. Any that will attack. He don't join it. He don't join and never attack. Upon the Shiki, who might edge the wrong way, Moribia. Here with the one problem I'm going to Nigeria, give the Shiki because I'm when they have a great guy, and when they have a great guy, I'm there. If they actually is no more, one thing of the Bible of that wind, and I want to go. I very she. And what if we are going, she, my brother, I got one your trust. He had a man of Funani, and I got for actually, and what did I got? No way,
defend yourself.
Yes. No way, you can't get out. You couldn't have one. I want to get more wine. A short lively. What are you doing? What are we there? No one attack. Eh? When you go to them, who to them, the book and I have a cheap mistake. How many mistakes? I get the wire. I get what I would be very good day. And when the Haneke, I told him now to couple no child. My brother, who will go on Chorega, I'm unable. What are you doing? Now I want to give an option again. The one problem with Roman men and Nigeria who are at church is that we are Roman men at church, it will be like my brother shot Nigeria went down the tree. I can be the best the Chile is still my coming with the Biafra. Biafra will be only hope.
Thank you very much.
Biafra wish, oh, my brother would like a more because someone now. Because on Nigeria, Kagada, the best thing we know in the bottom of attack. The shop like literally, I feel obedience. Who you told me, no attack. My brother,
thank you very much, brother. Thank you for your call. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Bless you too. Oh, bless you too. Bless you. Caller from India is saying the same thing. He said that our problem in Nigeria are Southeast governors. And until we'll go to these people and tell them that enough is enough, our lives are not going to get better. Upon the disaster, upon the wickedness of Rochas Okorocha in Imo State, Rochas Okorocha is in Senate. Ojus Okalo, upon what Ojus Okalo did in Abia State, Ojus Okalo installed Theodoji, and both of them went to Senate until the recent conspiracy or predicament that caused Ojus Okalo to go to prison. Ojus Okalo was a senator in Nigeria. Ojus Okalo is still getting salary as a Nigerian senator. Theodoji, the former governor of Gota, is in National Assembly. What law is Theodoji going to make for you? A man who led Abia State for 8 years. A man who presided over Gota. A man who presided over flood. A man who presided over dirty water. There are places in Abia State. There's a call. Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Odo, go ahead. Go ahead. Udo, the one name.
Na
Ifeme one name.
What the other I am my church.
No, be adra. Our people are listening to you. Everybody's listening to you now.
What the other I am my church. If you're living in Nigeria church, you can go. I want to share Nigeria. On your fact, I come a lot of people in the short concerning this country. Many things are happening. I'm on the Supreme Court and judges everywhere in this country.
Let me tell you. One of the problems we have is that we don't play the right song these days. Only for now about Naira Marley, Bobrisky, or now about Kemka, or Zlatan. There are times to deal and time to fight. This is not time to pray. This is time to fight. This is time to get Willie Obiano, Kezie, all of them. Deal with them. We are dying, brother.
Exactly. I wanna all our youth, in fact, we come out and do something.
These people are cowards. They are cowards.
No, when they had a hand,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. These are the people dragging us backwards. Irresponsible youths. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. Thank you. The man leading revolution in Venezuela, his name is Juan Guaido. Juan Guaido is a youth in Venezuela. The Nnamdi Kanu of Venezuela. He's a young man. People are looking for liberation. People want to put free. People want to eliminate devilish politicians. A man coming from Austria, he said something I will never forget. He said that people are not living life in Nigeria. People are only existing. People are just existing in Nigeria. People are not living life. Somebody will go to school after writing JAMB and everything, WAEC. You will pay for school fees for 4 or 5 years. You go to serve Nigeria for 1 year. You come out and come to Facebook and turn feminist. You don't have work. You don't care. You are not questioning the people whose job is to get you work. In every honesty, religion apart. Stop going to church to clap or give thanksgiving because you got yourself a job. No. Government should give you a job. It's the sole duty of every sensible or responsible, reasonable government anywhere in the world to create job for you. Oh, but I can't have a governor Bosaja. Your governor is doing good today. Now, praising him. Praising your governor because he's building road. It's like thanking MTN for giving you your ATM, for giving you your money. How many of you have said thank you or praise ATM machine for giving you your money? Why are you praising governor? Why are you praising president for building second Niger bridge with your money? Are you living in second Niger bridge? Why are you praising a senator for building a primary school, a disgusting primary school with your money? Go Gaiga money fast people. Go to Germany and with MRT train and with BTS and with suspension train. Nobody is shouting or clapping for authorities of Nigeria. These people were elected, giving money belonging to the people to develop and make life easy for people. They are being paid salary. They will get pension. They will get gratuity. How many youths in Nigeria will have the guts, the effrontery, the mind, be brave enough to do what I'm doing, to sweat? And everybody is looking for money. Yeah, money is sacrosanct. It's important. But there are other things. Our parents were, in fact, some of them were cowards. That is why we are living in a sorry state. That is why I am broadcasting. I have electricity. I have a fan. I have a conditioner. I am sweating. We have already started this war since 2008 and we are not going back. That is why no matter how unhealthy I am or weak or tired, I still find a way to come and broadcast because I've started. If I go back, all this effort, all this noise or anything I've made in the past is in vain. I'm okay, or I have to go. I believe I've given everything I have this evening. Imo State, what is going on in your state? What do you think? I want to take one more call before I go. I want to hear a situation report in Imo State. 090-1734-2796. Call me on 090-1734-2796 or call me direct on 081-3327-2354. Tell me the situation in Imo State. How are people dealing with the facts? Is their governor. How are people in Imo State dealing with the fact that whatever is their right in Imo State, Fulani herdsman, a Boko Haram, Awasa Fulani in Imo State are going to get the same thing, according to the Supreme Governor, a man imposed on the people of Imo State by imbecilic, by murderous federal government of Nigeria. Our governors are our problem. I will continue to tell you. I don't care those in Abuja, these idiots in Abuja. My problem is Willie Obiano, Hope Ozodinma, Dave Omahi, Ifan Ugwani, Okezie Ibazo. These people are generating revenue in our state. These people are getting federal allocations. Let's see. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good evening. Are you watching my live broadcast?
Yeah, I'm watching the live.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Our people are listening to you. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to air my view on the Supreme Court judgment on Imo State gubernatorial elections. So actually, what I want to say is this. The judgment might not be according to what we had expected. But I think with this judgment or with everything that happened, that was on Monday, right?
Yesterday.
We can see, that was yesterday, right?
Yes.
Okay. We can see from everything that happened that the level of impunity in this government has been exposed. So I think, to me, it's also a good development. As regards to what we are looking forward to. We are looking forward to a good Nigeria. We are looking forward to a Nigeria whereby a common man can be proud of. Hello?
You said you are looking forward to a good Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
How can we achieve a good Nigeria? How can we achieve a good Nigeria that you are looking forward to?
You see, I'm very optimistic about Nigeria. Do you know why?
Okay.
It doesn't just rest on our leaders. The average Nigerian too has to do our own part. You know, we need a revolution, not just a revolution. We need a cultural revolution. You understand? We need to change our attitude. I don't know if you are getting the point. So we've been pointing at our leaders. Okay, we've been talking about them over and over again. But in our own closet, what are we doing? When you check what Nigerians are doing, you wouldn't be proud of who we are.
Sankwa, can I ask you a question? It's a conversation now.
Okay.
You are a Nigerian, right?
Yeah, of course.
You are a Nigerian graduate for how many years now?
At least for 4 years now.
For 4 years. Do you have a job?
I have a job actually. But,
are you not you have a job actually? Are you employed?
I don't know the level of. At least I have something doing. Do you understand?
Are you living your dream as a Nigerian?
No, of course no.
You talked about revolution. Can you lead a revolution? You want to lead a revolution in Nigeria?
We are not talking about. I know when I say revolution, you might be thinking, okay, maybe going out to the streets to protest or all those things. It starts with us. If we can change our attitude, we can get to these leaders. Honestly, you know, one thing with us is that the people that will protest are also corrupt. You check during elections. I don't know if you've been to the election ground. You see so many things happening, and you cry for Nigeria. You wait for this country. I'm telling you the truth. Do you understand? You see. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. 1 minute. One minute. You have just 1 minute.
So when we are talking about a revolution. I'm talking about a rejuvenation of our minds. Revolution, a cultural revolution. We need to change our attitude. Then we can get to them. These people now you are seeing, we can get them off there. It's just.
Lastly, before you go, okay. There are many calls, but I picked your call because I know you very well. I know how bitter you complain over the state of Nigeria. What are you doing to make what are you as a person doing to make Nigeria work? I am doing my quota. I don't want continuation of Nigeria. People are dying every day. People are senseless. The political class are criminals. The only way, for me, my point of view, the only way to restore dignity and sanity is to divide Nigeria into three. What are you doing to make your Nigeria work? It's gone. It's gone. Let's take a call from India. Hello? Hello? I lost the call. There are too many calls. Okay, let me take this call before I go. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening to you, brother.
Good evening.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to speak on the live show I'm watching.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to contribute my own quota.
All right, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling from Edo State.
Thank you very much, brother.
Yeah. Please, the last caller that just spoke, I don't think he's in Nigeria.
It's his opinion. That's why I countered him.
I don't think the guy is in Nigeria. Because anybody in this Nigeria now that is true to himself or herself will not tell you that Nigeria is supposed to continue. Because what I'm saying is that this country, Nigeria, is gone. From what I'm saying, how can a government of Nigeria be telling people that everything is good while people are dying? We are still in recession.
I'm telling you, brother.
Nigeria is still in recession.
Yes.
I don't want to be biased or being a party. I'm not a party person. I'm not a political person.
Yes.
I just want to be straight.
Yes.
Nigeria is gone and gone, and nothing anybody can do about it. Nigeria is doing. What we are praying for is the intervention of let's divide this country. That should be the best answer to this mess that are agitating for one Nigeria is talking about.
Thank you very much.
If I have my way, I will come on live media, on live broadcast, and say there is nothing like Nigeria. Because even though I go to sell, people will still come out and say what the same thing. Even though they tell me to do, I don't believe in Nigeria. Nigeria is not working, and it will never work.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, brother. God bless you. Thank you very much.
It will never work.
Thank you very much.
My supreme leader has said it, and that is where I am.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you.
I'm a pure Biafran.
Thank you very much. Me too. Thank you very much.
I'm a pure Biafran, and my father fought for my country, Biafra.
God bless
and
you.
I will not allow my father's sweat to go in vain.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you for your call. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you. Carry on. God bless you.
Thank
God
you.
give you more strength to
Thank
go
you. Hello, good evening to you. Good evening. Hello? Hello, good evening. Can you hear me? Hello? Good evening, brother. I can hear you. I got your message, so I called you. You said you want to contribute.
Yeah, brother.
Thank you.
I want to contribute based on the program. It's been more than 2 times I have been watching you up.
Okay.
So I decided to follow you. I'm just calling from German.
Okay, thank you.
So good evening from here.
Good evening, one them. Good evening.
So I'd be more interested, more especially on the issue concerning
Go ahead, brother. I have a call from Spain. So, I have a call from Spain. Hello? Good evening to you, brother.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Emmanuel one like email.
Odogudo, go ahead.
I'm on my live program. I'm a million mother. Then I'm on the left from Father Gafu, Mama, Diano, also no one or Mamma can. Hello?
Go ahead. We are listening to you, brother. Our people are listening.
I'm got the mother to teacher. Oh, no, everything about Nigeria is wrong. Yes, you see some people here for common sense. Man said that Nigeria now, Maka, I want to get Nigeria, Noga, and even Boga, and then Mahoya. So, my brother, the only thing I want
thank you very much, brother.
I'm very, very happy. After we sent the message that made it all strong enough. I'm surprised to see you.
I'm on vacation came with 2 days. I'm up on the but I had to come back because ndị baye de katagolu Moses si nwanne m ka ife na-eme na ọkụ amụnyalụ m n'aka chọkwara enyo m nwa gbalụ gbanataba.
Oyara anyo maka
Thank you very much. Thank you. I know you. I have your number on my phone. God bless you. Eh?
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, please. Call me direct on phone. Call me on 081-3327-2354. If you want to call on WhatsApp, there's another call from India. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Yeah.
Brother, go ahead. Oh, go ahead. We are listening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I want to speak the place that they are talking now.
Yes, go ahead. We are listening to you. Go ahead.
Give me 2 minutes.
He's listening to my program and he's calling. You know, these things go about with motion. It might be 20 seconds or 30 seconds late. So, somebody is still calling me. Don't call me on... Don't call me... If you want to call me direct, call on 081-3327-2354. If you want to call on WhatsApp, call on 090-1734-2796. Please. So it will be easy. If I'm on WhatsApp call and you are calling me on direct call, the same number is going to interfere. Brother, go ahead.
Good evening, my brother.
Go ahead.
Hello, good evening from here,
Good evening, brother. Go ahead.
Contribute to this now. Batra woke fulani akpọtara Imo State. Anọ German anọghị m n'ụlọ. Because ihe a asị ma mmadụ achụghị mmiri erie ya na I need remotation nwoke ahụ. Ihe achụghị anya ọrụ anyị nwanne na German here and a lot of time message I receive carry even.
Go ahead, go ahead. Our people are not listening. If you want to call me direct, call me on 08133. This number is for WhatsApp call. Go ahead, brother. Hello? See? Please, if you want to call me on WhatsApp call me on 090-1734-2796. If you want to call me direct on phone, call me on 081-3327-2354. If I'm taking a WhatsApp call and you are calling me direct on the same number, it's going to put that person off. Please, yes. If you want to call me on phone direct, call this number. Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, Chairman, I do watch you right now.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We are listening to you. Go ahead.
Shady, is the guy doing video call I'm calling like?
Yes, we are talking to Kulora. Forget the video you are watching. It works with motion. It might take 20 seconds or 10 seconds to get to you. People are listening to you now. So, yes.
Yeah, more than Kubu. Killing now in our country, Nigeria now. Especially in Igbo, you understand? The IPOD members, they're supposed to fight and stand and fight for the killing, you understand? They should not leave all these statements and then go on the buy like that. It's unfair, you understand?
Yes.
So they should do something about that. to stop the killing, especially Anambra, Imo, and Enugu State. You know about Enugu State and Imo State.
Yes, yes.
Ebonyi. So the Biafra, the IPOD that is there, they're supposed to fight back and see what they can do about that. Do you understand?
Yes, yes.
So I can
Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you very much. You made some valid points. There's a call here. Let me take this call. It's a WhatsApp call. Hello, good evening, brother.
Hello,
Odogu.
good evening.
Onyamadalo. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, my contribution. Nigeria dị mma ịmụ ọkụ. Ya ha bụrụ obodo mmadụ na-enye anya. O nwere vidio sendere gị n'abalị a. Ehu ka esi mụọ ndị mmadụ ka ọkụ. Nwanne m, ọ bụ na anyị agba Nigeria ọkụ si mụ ya na amamie ndị Igbo anyị ka na-eche eche o. Amamie ndị Igbo anyị ka na-eche. Amamie ndị Igbo ka na-eche. Achọ mgbe eji mụọ ndị Igbo anyị niile ọka wee mepee anya. O nwere vidio sendere gị.
I'll look at it.
I'll
look at it one day.
Check your messenger sending video.
I will look at it.
Nah, man. Now, man, ndị Igbo na-eche kedu ihe ndị Igbo na-eche mgbe a ga-amụ ụlọ nwaanyị n'aka bifo anyị wee ma ihe anyị na-eme. Awa ọchịcha m vidio ụra amụghadị iwe obi ebu m niile gbarụchaa na-enu m inu. Ọkwa eme ndị Igbo na-echekwa o. Dịtị na-egwute ka m. Awa ọchịcha m vidio this night ara agba m. Biko o amaghị ndị Igbo si mepe onye ọgwa the second one. Abụ na ya mgbe si bidiri ozugbo si eme ihe na ebe na-asa na ya miti wụọ. Debido ọgụ a amaghị a ga-eme. Adịtịrị otu achọrọ contribution chọrọ.
Thank you very much, brother. God bless you. Thank you. Too many calls. Let me take this one. It's a local call. Let me take it. Hello, good evening to you. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? I cannot hear him. So let me go to this call. There's another call from Middle East. Hello, good evening to you. Good evening.